Modernized UIs, also known as user interfaces. Why do they exist? And why are they forced? What's with the lack of options to switch back if you do not like this? Why are companies constantly forcing these onto people without their consent? Well, here's some random idiot's video on it. Yo, what's up, Pikakid98 here, and today I should be talking about modernized UIs. Now, when I say modernized, usually I'm referring to UIs that, yeah, sure, let's say for example a website from like 1990. Yeah, sure, a website like that would look pretty terrible, so maybe a little bit of a modernization would, you know, nobody would probably say, hey, that's not good. But when I say modernized designs, I usually refer to modernizing perfectly fine, perfectly usable, perfectly actually good designs and replacing them with shoddy, possibly even broken designs that usually look more like you're on a phone. Now, many websites have done this. For example, YouTube, where they changed Creator Studio, which is originally what it was called, and made it an entire subdomain just for it, but they also keep redirecting to the new one and removing features from the old one. Now, another website that does this is also DeviantArt. Now, there was such an uproar about the Eclipse theme because many people were pissed off because many people are just like, oh, I'm so used to seeing the original design that this Eclipse one is just like, I don't want this. Now, the problem with this is companies never usually care because once they roll out a new design, it's usually, hey, people are still using the old design. We can't have that. Let's delete it as much as possible so people can't access it. DeviantArt did it, Twitter did it. Oh, and also something I didn't mention in the original video is that WordPress are also doing this. Because for the longest time I used their original editor, but now they're introducing this thing called like the block editor, which I never used because it just looks unintuitive. It looks terrible. And I thought, for the longest time, hey, WordPress are being nice, they're not removing it. And then they started trying to remove it. Fuck you! YouTube is currently in the process, at the time of recording this, doing it, but also so did Reddit. But you know what Reddit does that the other three didn't? They gave an option to revert back and kept it with an entire old Reddit that keeps all of the API from the original Reddit, so you can even use it on an entire website for it. The other three websites that I mentioned, YouTube, Twitter, and of course good old DeviantArt, not only when they give an option to revert, they don't keep it. Because all three of those sites at one point gave an option to revert back to the original versions of at least something, but all three of those are currently in the process or have completely removed the original version because companies love to shove their shit out the door, and options are for losers. Nobody likes options. Who wants an option to do that? Nah, we need to make our website look like it's on a fucking phone. In fact, even Twitter, yeah, the new UI of Twitter, or the current UI of Twitter. Yeah, I really don't like these modernized designs, if you couldn't tell. And now I should probably end this video. So anyway, I've been your host, Pikakid98. This has been a Pikakid98 retrospective, and you've all been fantastic. So until the next video, I say bye bye.